Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Yugoslavia, aka Kaiserreich. The Romania Reich is about to fall. Which is to say, I've lost. I lost a lot of guys to Sweden apparently. Um, we're busy winning the war. We're going to win the war. It's going to be super good for us and bad for them. Either way, we're currently fighting the Romanians. The Romania Reich is indeed about to fall. We're going to need to recruit a scientist at some point. But what we really want is peace, so we can, like, begin to give land to people who need land. And, like, release puppets and stuff. All that good thing. All the good things. All the good stuff. We're going to try to get really less production resource need. That seems strong. Anyways. Integrating railway systems. We're gaining political capital. We're crushing people in a vice grip. Alright, can we be done yet? Is it over? Did we do it? Can we go march on She's now? That would be so cool if we could do that. That would be so awesome if we could just do that and then win the war. Go to Galati. Are we done yet? Did we get there? Are we done yet? Did we get there? No, not there. Soon. Soon is not now. If we kicked him out of Brasov, that will probably be it. Romania's capitulated. Wow, the Russians got nothing. Let's see. Apparently the Russians have a claim on Sersnawi, I guess. Weird. Hey, we can get a navy. I'll take your screening ships. I'll take everything. That seems fine with me. And then we'll confirm an exit. And now we have a navy! Yay! We have 4 destroyers. That's more than 0. Please go to the naval base at Pola. Okay. I feel like we probably need to, first things first, go hang out in this territory. Just go chill there. Can we do that? Wonderful. Everyone else, please go to Sweden. Can I get military access from the oh my gosh, Mosley's in charge. How annoying. Alright, wonderful. Please go to Sweden so we can end this war, so I can do the thing I want to do. Make better guns. We're missing light tank production. I think that's kind of fine in the short term. Oh, we have the fate of. Fate of options exist now. Where? Here. Okay. Several things. The fate of South Germany. Release a South German state. Hey, we have got a Bavarian state. We should have a pact of organization. We need to be at peace. So, Albania. We'll take Gagaria and liberate the rest. Thanks for the Gagaria. We could... the fate of Greece. Liberate Greece as a republic. There we go. Fate of Romania. Liberate a Romanian republic. Fate of Austria. Grant it to our South German allies. There we go. Look at us, erasing Austria from the map. Forming a South German Confederation. Also killing our production. But that's fine, we have enough guns. Lots of buttons. We love buttons. Start with the fate of Northern Epirus. We'll give it to the Albanians, because we did take a bunch of North Albania, and we'll just push Albania southward. Fate of... let's see. Florina. Bessarabia. Fate of Bessarabia. Let's give it to the Russians, which I think is what they fought over to begin with. Fate of Constanza. We'll grant it to the Romanians. They should have some connection to the sea, at least. Fate of South Tyrol, Hungary, Florina. Let's assimilate it into our territory. Fate of South Tyrol. South Germans can have that. Fate of Bohemia. Liberate a Czechoslovakian state. If there should be a Yugoslavia, there should be a Czechoslovakia. It only stands to reason. Fate of Hungary. Let's liberate Hungary. I'm hungry for it. Fate of... what is... Fate of Silistria. The Bulgarians can have that back. Fate of the... Fate of... Krakow. Burgenland. Danubian Plain. Fate of... Chalcidike. We get to the Greeks or to the Bulgarians. Bulgarians can have that. They certainly fought over it. Fate of Transylvania. Fate of Burgenland. Burgenland can go to the Hungarians. Danubian Plain can go to the Czechoslovakians. Transylvania. We can liberate under a friendly government, grant to the Romanians, grant to the Hungarians, or split it between Romania and Hungary. We'll split it between Romania and Hungary. And the fate of Krakow. We shall liberate Galicia. I'm not sure about that. if that is Polish, I might grant it to the Poles. Fate of Tessin. Grant it to the Czechoslovakians. Fate of Lvov. Fate of Pressburg. Grant it to the Czechoslovakians. Fate of Lvov. The Poles, the Russians. Do these Russians have claims on this? The answer appears to be no. We shall grant it to the Galicians. Fate of Stanislawa. Probably also granted to the Galicians, right? Transcarpathia. We'll give it to the Czechoslovakians. Sanatui. We shall grant it to the Galicians. Suakava. We'll grant it to the Romanians, I think. I love you, big Czechoslovakia, inexplicably massive. Would that I could give this territory back, but I can't. Alright. Things are as good as they can be with the Serbs, the Croats, and the Slovenes needs to get sucked up to. Alright. So that territory is gradually getting integrated. Romania, you know, actually kind of walked out of this with less bad of a situation than it could have. It keeps most of its core territories. The Hungarians are, like, also fine. The Czechoslovakians are made out like bandits because they're the ones who didn't fight us. Yeah, this is right. This is like a weird situation where, this is a weird situation where the, we're not fighting everyone who is on the front lines, so, like, we're not fighting the Entente. Yeah, our supply situation is not necessarily very good. In fact, some might say it's downright terrible. But nonetheless, alright, new spending round. The patronage we've divided between all the nationalities has come and gone. We've renewed our controlled political capital line to try to piece them yet again, and we'll take a look. Okay. We have 8 political capital. The Croats are going to be our priority. I think we need to wait to spend political capital. I think that's the smart play. We've integrated the railway system, which does something. All of this is nice, but, like, yeah, we'll deal with all of the army stuff later. And we'll focus on this now. This is nice economy stuff, but absolutely not relevant. We can... okay, the net 0 political capital. That doesn't have anything to do with political capital. Increase gain. I mean, I think I could get system of local governance. Under our leadership, a capable system of local governance was established in Serbia, and its experience can now be implemented across all Yugoslavia. We will ensure a fair election of local officials, which will ensure that everyone's concerns are addressed. Add 2 political capital investment for all ethnic groups this turn. Perfect. I need to figure out exactly how this works. I gain 9 each turn. This isn't doing anything. Okay, we've taken Stockholm. That should be the end of the war. Sweden has capitulated. We didn't get anything from it. Okay, I can take a boat. One more. Nice. I can take another boat. And I can take a third boat. Do I care about land? I absolutely don't. Don't care at all. Yep, we're done. But what that got us is a navy. Not a great navy, but a navy nonetheless. Look at us. We have a navy. We can occupy territory. We're so cool. We love you, maximalists, set up for this. Not quite maximalist. Anyways. Are we at war? We're not, which means we can return Polish lands. Yes, return all land of them. Yeah, okay, you can have your capital back. We can apply to the Pact of Organization! Boy, that's useful. We can ease up on conscription. Uh-oh. Faction members... Oh, they're just fighting against the Ottomans? Alright then. Can we, like, prioritize that? How's our production situation? Ooh, could be better. Oh, nice! Alright, Romania joins Economic Council, Greece joins Economic Council, a closer, prosperous Balkans. Galicia desires union with Poland. Yeah. The former Austrian territory of Galicia, Lodomeria, seems to have found itself into a state of limbo late acquired by the Habsburgs in 1772. During the partitions of Poland, the region is inhabited a mix of Poles and Ukrainians who have not developed much of an attachment to a Galician identity. Instead, they prefer to identify much more strongly with their respective countrymen elsewhere. As such, a few have come to regard the satellite state that we've established in the region as anything more than a temporary measure that we merge to another nation in time. Now that Poland is in control of an allied government, the Poles of Galicia have decided the time is now. We received a request from Lvov, petitioning us to approve union between Poland and Galicia and Ludmira. While most of our government are sympathetic towards the request, there is a complication. This union will bring a significant number of Ukrainians under the Polish flag, a prospect not everyone is eager for. For their past, the government in Warsaw insists Ukrainians will be welcomed as fellow countrymen, but some diplomats believe their needs are better met by keeping the states separate regardless should we allow the union to proceed, of course. Okay? Hello? I said yes. Hello? Hello? There we go. Now that's probably even less productivity, but I would rather be like, yes, there's like a normal Poland situation than not. Eventually we will have to ease up on conscription. Non-aggression pacts have been cancelled between us and the socialists. Things are not chill. We do have the Pact of Organization, which is pretty swaggy. And since it's between us and our puppets, we're not going to find ourselves at war with them. Do these guys have Pact of Organization? They do not. Nice. Alright. I'm just going to deploy everyone. I am going to call these guys. I'm going to train some infantry. Awesome. Put them here. And then I am going to ease up on conscription. Wonderful. Okay, this can improve our legislation, improve our popularity of social liberalism, and give us more credits for more development. Air experience and political power. Not sure I need that. Let's see. We have a lot of more options now. Recruitable population 1%. I still think it's pretty good. Division recovery rate. Anything that makes fighting better is probably smart. But right now we're replacing political power gain with something else. More stability is fine. More research speed and production growth is really good. Division recovery and stability is pretty strong. Reduce supply consumption is nice. I feel like better division recovery rate is maybe good. Maybe plus 10%. Ooh, plus 20% monthly population, plus 20% factors in state increase recruitable population factor. Now that sounds really good. Yeah. More guys. We got improved medium tanks. We're actually doing real tank research. We probably want better engineers, right? I don't know why it's called the Greece Defensive Order. I guess because I started it down here. Some of these places are being integrated. That's nice. Yeah, we're going to wait to press these buttons to see how long we need to go. We're also going to go back to max speed. The Entente collapses. Oh, the situation in the French Republic is growing more dire by the moment, and with nowhere left to turn, the senior French exile leadership has decided it's finally ready to surrender. With the French Republic's collapse, the hopes of an Entente alliance with the French Republic's collapse falls the hopes of the Entente alliance as a whole. Its members now left to fend for themselves. The Entente defeated? For good? Alright, who are the Germans left fighting? Nobody. Yeah, there's no more Entente. There is no more hope for you bozos down in Africa. The Japanese are still apparently at war with the frenzied French Republic. But, you know. Good luck, guys. I don't think that's going anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Okie dokie. The end of the American Civil War. America thrives on freedom, not socialism. I mean, the Workers' Commonwealth of America. You know, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Okay. Let's see. Probably want to make these guys just regular mountaineers. Eyes and ears. Probably want to make these guys regular mountaineers. Eyes and ears. Alright. The used equipment will be returned to storage. The units will go back to the manpower pool. Any expeditionary forces will be sent home. Alright, I'm just gonna disband these guys. Yeah, which means I give them back to... Oh, United Syndicalists. Italy? Mercy. Alright, well. You can have back your infantry. United Italy versus United Yugoslavia. Sounds like fun. Alright. Combined arms training, more organization? That sounds good to me. Mountaineers can go here's. Infantries can go he's. Mountaineers can go here's. Infantries. Can I make you a mountaineer? So we can have an even 14? Yep, apparently. Anyways. We're gonna roll on forward. Morocco was annexed. Uncertain times. All right. Let's look at our options. All right. Elections in 1942. The Constitution of Yugoslavia mandates to hold election to the National Assembly every 4 years. Several political parties competing in the race. The victor will be able to form a new government. The fundamental form of government has been determined. The new government will still be able to implement some economic or social policies of its own, not to mention steer the Union of South Slavs through the hardships of modern geopolitics. The results are victory to the Republican Democratic Party, victory to the Radical Party, surprise, Socialist Party victory. I think we're going victory to the Republican Democratic Party. They're going to assert themselves upon the world. then we're going to assert ourselves like that. And then we're going to assert ourselves like that. Okay, and with that, I'm going to see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.